What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Antwyone. I appreciate you guys. Time and your dime. So we're gonna be talking about modifiers here, and inside of modifiers, it gives us an opportunity to work with different sources of lighting, as well as looking at that inverse square law we keep talking about and what that means. So if you're new to photography, within the first 2 or 3 years, this channel is for you, and you want to get into some studio photography, please do not be afraid. This is a channel that you can learn from, and we're going to be talking about a lot of this great stuff and even more. So let's not delay. Let's get into it, baby, baby. I see you. All right, all right, all right, man. We here. So what we're gonna do right now is I want you guys to kind of see. This is gonna be your normal setup throughout the thing, but I want to give you guys a look-see of the studio so you guys can have an opportunity to see that. So we're gonna go over here, and you guys can see the studio. You can look at it. You can see how it's built out, was how we got everything, where the cameras are at, where the lights are at. So we're gonna first start off with the umbrella first, and then we're gonna go into the bigger ones. So we have a smaller umbrella, then we're gonna have a bulb that we're gonna be using, and then we're gonna have the scrim, and then we're gonna have the big huge umbrella light. Now, shoot through lighting is basically what umbrella, when I say shoot through, that's basically what it is and where the light flows. Now you kind of figure out which one you want to do. This is the kind of stuff you want to learn. So let's go ahead and transition this so we can get to the studio. All right, we got some stuff we got to do. All right, first off that I want to do is I'm gonna do a quick little test shot. Nope, nope, because the light's positioned bad. So we're gonna go with first a 45-degree light, and also two, we're looking at the distance of light inside of the actual from where the light is to the umbrella, where the umbrella is to me. That's where my distance is at. That's why if I'm using this umbrella will be fairly close to my subject. I know it may look like it's uncomfortable, but you don't want this umbrella way out here. You have a space of where light hits and where it makes sense. And this doesn't make sense if this small modifier is out here and you're trying to engage with that light. Also, too, you have to look at your backdrop. If you are going to have it further out, and then you're going to be looking at your backdrop, trying to light or not light your backdrop, it's just going to be positioning of how you want to do this. This is open. It's going to spread out. So this is what you're going to have to kind of get used to. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to do a split light because I want you guys to see this first. I'm going to do a straight up split light right here on me. Get myself together. Together. Oh, I might like some of these. So that's split. I'm doing a split light. Now, I'm going to take the same light from the same distance, basically, and I'm going to do a 45. Straight 45. I'm going to stick my hand out. If my camera's right here, all I'm going to do is go 45 degrees, and that's where I want this light to be, okay? But I'm going to bring it in. I got to bring it in. All right? So now I'm going to take the same light, and I'm going to bring it right, basically, broad lighting right in front of my camera, basically. Okay? Now I'm going to take it where I'm going to edge light it. I'm going to basically come from behind me, and I'm going to edge light myself here. Okay? So now we're going to take a look at these to see how that looks. All right. So the first one we did basically is a split lighting. All right. Inside your split lighting, let me go. I'm sorry. Let me go. Where did I go? Inside this split lighting here, this light's coming straight across me, cutting me basically in half. No light on this side, but check out the background. Remember how I said that light is just flowing right across you? Remember I told you that? So look how beautiful that light is on the background. It's not on you. You don't need two lights. This one light is acting as two lights. Look, I'm giving you some school. Think about it. I have one light that's doing the work for me. So some of you guys ain't seeing what I'm saying. So what I'm gonna do for you real quick is I'm gonna crop this, right? I'm gonna crop this so you can understand, see what I'm saying. Because you see the big picture right here, okay? Just on this picture. Look what just happened. And I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna go styles. Let me go styles over here. And I'm gonna just do a custom black and white. Let me see. So it's not it's custom or is it a little soft block? Basic. I don't want it to be punchy. That's okay. That's good right there. So look at this. I want you guys to see what just happened. You have one light source. Okay, it's on you. It's on the background. Okay, and now it trans right across you from the background. Now it looks like you have two lights. It really does. Like it looks like you have a light coming on you, and it looks like you have the background lit up too. So that is pretty amazing. Now let's look at this guy. I'm gonna do the same thing. Punch him in black and white too. So the level of light from you, how that light spills off of you, it connects. Oh, I'm not really liking this. That's not working for me. For the explanation portion, this one kind of works a little bit better. So you see how the light is folding across you. It may be helping you with little modifications of lighting, but that light spill works. Okay, that light spill still works, and it's a little flatter. It's a flat shot. It really is. That's why if you look at some of the interest parts of it, it's just a flat shot. I'll say kind of like this one. I'm gonna keep it clear contrast. So, but it's a little flat, because the light, there's nothing really pulling you away from the background, but it's fully lit. Okay, same thing. This one is totally flat light. It illuminates you, but it's really flat light. I mean, nothing I do, even if I do punch a black and white, as you can see how that is still is just such a flat light in comparison. And then you have your edge lighting, which is again, I just I'm just like really loving this edge light, this buildup of this edge light and how it feels. Light still coming across, got the edge light coming across from behind. I turn my head so the light can hit me because it'll make sense for that. But if I didn't, you wouldn't see no part of my face. And that's how that works. But look what the umbrella does for you guys. Look what it does. Look what it does for you. That right there, I know I would use in support of where I positioned that light. That was almost in front. That was right there in front of my camera. As you can tell right here, you can see the stanchion right in front. So that was mostly in front of my camera, and you can see how flat that is. So I can definitely see this as a good support position for me, and I will have another light to kind of illuminate. But it's not something I would dare to say to be the best lighting factor for me if I was to do that. But that could be, if I go back to here tethering, it's equal. Hey, look at the exposure. The exposure is telling you right there, ain't nothing wrong. That's like on point exposure. It's right there on zero. So, but it's just such a flat light. Doesn't mean it's good or bad. It's just flat. And you want more out of your light. You really do. And this is a difference. And I'm gonna go ahead and do something real quick so you guys can see something real quick. If you have not used Capture One, I'm telling you, I really love this because if you have your light set up that way and you like the way this picture look, you can go right here into adjustments. But if you want something that's really to help your image at ease, you can put mask. Okay, so I can draw a radio mask on here. And everything that's on red is going to be affected, okay? So what would I want to do? Would I want to make it lighter? Would I want to make it darker? So for me, if I'm looking at this, everything that's in red is affected, then I'm just going to see what happens if I go down here to curves adjustments and see what happens if I make it a little bit lighter, because it's not doing me no good. So it's okay. It's doing all right. It brightens it up. I do it before and after. A little bit less flat because I have some light on there. Excuse me, light on there. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Mm. So if you look at the light on the after side versus the light that's on the before side, you can tell if there's a little bit of separation. So you can do something like that, even if you don't like your shot. But you at least you have something that will help you. Okay. But I'm gonna reset all of this. So this is not it will not be affecting the newer shots. Okay. So the first shot looked at split lighting. That split lighting, you have two separate lights that you're looking at. Beautiful lighting, 45. You have some separation right there. You're well lit. The background's a little denser. You're going into the front, flatter the light is, and then of course the back edge lighting. Okay, that's if you have muscles and stuff, man, you want to pop them out. That's where you that's where you want to put that light. Excuse me. So I hope you guys learned a great deal on this, but we're gonna move on to the next slide if I don't choke myself out here. So let's get back into the groove of things. Yeah, buddy. So I'm gonna go ahead and change up the camera lenses and all that good stuff. I'm gonna go out here. Mm. All right, so we're gonna go into the studio. We're already 12 minutes in, so I don't have to explain this again. We're just gonna shoot. I'm just gonna position the light differently. So now we're gonna go look at the scrim, and I'm just gonna position the light behind the scrim differently. The scrim is not gonna move. I'm just gonna position the light behind the scrim differently. We're gonna get this guy out the way. Put him over chunk. And I'm going to use I was using a Q4 on that one, and since this is such a bigger light source in itself, big modifier, I'm gonna use just some more power, as they say. All right. So again, I'm gonna change only the light position, but right now I'm basically what you would think right here. I'm doing a split lighting. Now you would say, would this make a difference? Really? Will it make a difference because this big old light that's right here? I'm gonna turn you so you can see just a little bit on this side, a little bit more, and I'm gonna give you a little bit more light. Excuse me, let me get you some more light in here, so you guys can see. Get some more light. All right, so you can see the light that's shining behind me and all that good stuff. Okay, so let's shoot. Let's see what the I'm gonna do a test shot because you gotta see what where your light's at. Okay, how much light you have going out of that one. We're on B. I'm a half for power. I'm gonna do a test shot real quick. Oh, let's see here. Now the shots behind me. Let me see. All right, so it's looking almost similar, right? Because where the light positioned, where the main part of the light's positioned, it's looking very similar to where my umbrella was, right? Oh, so I didn't change the screen. Yeah, I got me up here taking pictures. I ain't even do the screen. I apologize. Let me go ahead and get that picture so y'all believe me. Believe you me. Believe in me. All right. Take a picture again. Fix my clothes. I'm looking straight at the camera. All right. It's gonna be a long video, man. So hope y'all strapped in. I did that shot 4 different times. All right. So if we look at this light, I'm just changing the position of light. Split light right across me. Now I'm looking at this was the first shot. Okay. Now, if you think about how soft this light is, it's not going to be as sharp as that light as the first light. It's not. But it is very user friendly when you think about black and white. Well, I kind of like that really. But let's go ahead and look at tethering. It's saying that we're a little bit overexposed. That's what it's saying. But I don't see it, but that's what it's saying. But wow. So let's look at all the way out. Look how beautiful that light is coming across. It's filling up the space, but you can still tell where the main portion of the light is because I got the light behind me. I got it really behind me. Okay. So now I'm gonna move it in the middle of the scrim. Okay. Try to keep it in the same position, but move it in the middle of the scrim. And will it make a difference? We're gonna see. Ah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. You see, you got more light on me, but again, it's real soft. It's real subtle. That was the last one. That was this one. It says that my light is still even, but I'm gonna go up a little bit from here to here where you see my face. So the light didn't change much. All I did is push the light from where it was positioned. I just pushed it up forward. I pushed it up in the middle. But I would dare to say, if I look at my background is a little different. This one is a little bit less light lit than this one, just a little bit. It's not enough to call home about, but I still see transitioning of lighting coming across pretty a little bit better on the clothes. I see the clothes is a little bit more lit as well. So there is light coming, but we're gonna do one more thing. We're going to move the light even further forward, okay? I'm not gonna change the direction of the light. I'm just changing like where the light still, the main part of the bulb, the bulbing is right here, okay? I'm way back here. All right, let's take a look, see. All right, so this is definitely, you definitely can see more of my face, definitely can see more of the features of the clothing and the background. Let's look at this background. The backgrounds, I mean, just by a hair that they have a little bit of indifference, just by a hair. But for me, yes, I am totally lit differently on all of these images. One is a little bit darker, one is a little bit lighter, one is lit pretty well. Now, if I am doing this and I see how this is looking, this is meant to be like a window, like light coming in through a window. And wherever the sun beam is, that's where your light is coming in as a window as you're doing that. Now, if I was to put a modifier on this, it will probably be a little bit different, right? So I'm not going to do that, but this is a bare bulb light through a scrim. But if the only other thing that's going to change this is if I move the light closer to the scrim or further away from the scrim. Okay, that's where you're going to have your differences. So we're going to push the light closer, and we're going to push the scrim closer to me, and we're going to push the light a little bit closer. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Now I'm gonna push the scrim up to the wall. where we're at, where I'm at, okay? Because this is where the light's coming through. And now I'm gonna position this light closer right there, dead smack in the middle. So if I was to really take this shot, this is kind of like where I would want the light to hit me. I would probably have this light right here. This is where I probably would have it more likely, because I'm still kind of, I want that light to bevel across me. I don't want it to punch me in my face. If I'm thinking about this as a huge octabox or huge softbox, that's the way I got to think about it. Okay. Now I'm pointed this way. I'm gonna turn my head. Okay, and turn my weight into the where the light's at. Okay, so that's gonna give you a different feel too. All right, right there, you automatically see there's 3 different looks because I did something different with myself and the light. Okay, the light still came across me, beautiful lighting. I'm way overexposed though. You can tell I'm I'm way overexposed right now, but the light still looks great. I'm in black and white. This looks pretty amazing. I like it. It's showing to be overexposed though. And this right here, I'm telling you, I would not mind if I had these photos and this is the look that I would want to go for. I'm not mad at this. There's a little bit of overexposure. I'm really not. I'm really not. I still got some good separation. I'm a little bled out. You can see the white against the white. So I know I'll probably have to add in some type of modification of darkness to it to kind of counterbalance a little bit. But that's okay. It isn't. I am not mad at this. I turned against the light. I did some different looks. I gave myself an opportunity to play with the light. This is what you would do with your clients. But I like where the light's positioned because it's not, you don't have any hard pushes. And this looks like I'm absolutely sitting in the sun. Does it not? Does this, I'm telling you, does this not look like I am definitely I'm here. And if you don't see any modifications, that looks like I'm sitting there right there in the sun. That does not look like flash to me. It does not look like flash. The light is so flat and so spread out that you can have all this beautiful indication of light, but control of light. That's why I say you want to work with scrims, man. This is something that's a positive thing for you to work with scrims, especially if you're doing modeling shoots and stuff like that. It is beautiful. So let's move on. We're gonna turn. We're gonna move the scrim, and we're gonna pull up the bulb, and we're gonna show you what the bulb does. Okay, and it's gonna give us some different renditions of lighting, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna kind of still connect with the same type of conversation of light as it's been spread out. Okay, and if you guys have never had a bulb, work with a modifier called a bulb. Newer has these for relatively cheap, and they're not really as big as you would think. Okay, so they're good size, modifiers, but they're bulbs. Okay, so I would dare to say for me, yeah, I could throw this up there that way, but I always tell you guys, please be safe when you're doing your modifier. So I'm gonna turn the light off first. I'm gonna use my 600 because I want the most amount of light, and we want to line those. These my get in there. Come on, Daryl, get your butt in there. So this is why you don't do it while sitting up there. You want to make sure you get this lined up just right. I gotta find it over on these guys here real quick. There it is. I went too far up. Get in there. Oh, all these, yes, these lights are universal, so you better fit on there because I haven't tried this. This is the first time I try to put this on there, but they're all universal. Am I stuck on something? I'm gonna get it set up here. It's a bulb, so it's moving a little bit. So I'm gonna put that down. There we go. There we go. Now it's on. Now till it clicks. Whew. Jiminy crickets. So this is your bulb. Modifier. Tighten that bad boy up. And now you got a bulb. Turn the light on. So this is what the bulb basically looks like when the light's on it, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna move this out the way for a minute because I need to move my scrim out of the way, which I talked about my hinges and how this is this is a game changer for me. So basically I'm gonna so I don't have to really do too much. I'm gonna take these hinges, loosen it up on this side and this side, and I want you guys to see how amazing this is for yourselves. You can go ahead. I'm gonna bring it a little bit forward right now because I have my board right there. So I don't want to hit the board when I do this. So I'm just gonna turn it back up down and I'm gonna raise it up. So these hinges, this is when I found these. I said this is a game changer, for me. It's an absolute game changer because having the scrim inside the space and ready to go, I can just take it and lift it up, and it's right there. I really love it. So when I need my top down lighting, I have it. So I'm not angry. I'm like, where can I put this scrim? Where can I put it? It's where it can be to be used. And all I gotta do is just raise it up. So I'm gonna do this part right here as quick as much as I can, real quick for you guys. So you guys go as slow as you can. Now this is not affecting the shot per se because I got white ceilings. So it's not really affecting my shot in itself. I'll make sure that one's up all the way before I move this one. But I do want room to do what I need to do. And these hinges place, this is such, look how much room I just created for myself. And just not having this thing be, it can still be here, but it's not in my way. Yeah, you got these stanchions here, but I can move them. But I use the light. I use the light from the top down. If you guys see the video where I shoot through this and there's light coming down, this is just like pretty amazing. But anyway, let's get back to the bulb. So we did small umbrella, we did the scrim. Now we're gonna do the bulb. I'm gonna use this bulb just like it's meant to be used. Okay? This is supposed to be like the sun. And I'm gonna light myself like it's the sun. Okay? I'm gonna bring it up as high as I can. Okay? And I'm gonna turn it into me and I'm gonna shoot it just like it's the sun. Because that's my sun comes from in my studio from this way. So I will use this to match my sun. Okay? Not go against it, match it. I didn't change any um lighting. Hopefully I didn't. So the light should still fall upon me pretty evenly. I'm gonna put my hand on, make sure I got the right picture. All right, yeah. I'll just make sure the pictures were going. There we go. I'm gonna hold my hat here. So with this one, again, the light should be pretty pretty good though. Okay, so that's cool. So let's look at these. This is meant to be the sun. It's meant to shine on you like the sun. I'm a little bit overexposed. That's okay. 250 at 250 f-stop. I'm okay. But it's meant to be just like the sun. All right. So, and I know I'm looking in black and white, but we can do this here real quick. Let's look at before. Okay. It's still great light. Still great light. Okay. All right. I want you guys to see this. It's still great light. This light comes off just like the sun. That's what this bulb is meant for. It's meant to fill up light inside the room. It gives you pretty decent separation. And I really truly am. It is a no-brainer for me to want to use this light, this lighting. I'm gonna go back to these guys so you guys can see when I did the scrim. That's before, after. But look at that light. You can't beat that. You can't. You can't beat that type of lighting when you're thinking about building light up just with the umbrella, because it's meant to spread across. So if you guys love that look and love to work with that, this is how you do it. This is how you get those looks that you've been looking for. You use these open and this modifiers that will push light to its maximum. This is how you do it. Okay. So we're gonna go to our last one, which is we're gonna look at the big umbrella, which you guys all been waiting for. The big umbrella. All right. Turn you off. And I hope you guys are having fun. I know this is a long video, and I told you it's a long video. But I hope you're having fun seeing how these modifiers actually work. So if you really want to entertain using them, what would that look like for you? What do you want to invest in inside your studio, and why you want to do those looks, and how you want to do those looks, and when you want to do those looks as well. So this is where you meet that requirement. So this is where you test it. You come to places that's giving you guys opportunities to engage in it in your best. Now, I have an issue. I can't use this light because I took its holder off. So I'm gonna push you away. Sorry, but I can't use you. And I'm gonna get my other light that had a smaller umbrella on it, which is going to be the 400 instead of the 600. But that's okay, because these still some powerful lights. And we're going to use this bad boy instead. Now I want you to see how how amazingly huge this light is. But I'm gonna move these guys out of my way so they won't a very seldom like not having something over my lights. But we're gonna work this out. So this huge umbrella, which is dang near the height of me, I'm 6 feet, and itself is a huge umbrella. Okay, and modification. Look how huge this thing is. So when do you want to use this? How you want to use this? Where you want to use this? Is definitely going to be some some conditions that you want to make sure that you have for you to use. I want you to see this is the first umbrella we use, the size of this one versus this umbrella right here. That's why I told you I had to move my stuff out the way, because look how huge these umbrellas are. This umbrella is, okay? And I got plenty of those to play with. All right. If I had two lights with two umbrellas and I'm using them to do a section of light, I can use them, and it's very beautiful. So I'm going to put this umbrella basically, and there's a holder in here just where I took the other one out, and I'll put this umbrella right in there. The one thing I like about this, come on girl, get your butt in there, is it almost has its own self um, uh, uh, tightener. Because at first we used to have these things used to slide all around inside of there, and these systems actually not, they're not sliding. So I'm gonna take this this guy and push him back a little bit further because this umbrella is huge. I'm gonna push this down real quick. Problem solved. All right, this umbrella is pretty huge. I don't even know if I have any more room with this bad boy. Okay, I'm gonna push him back just a tad bit. Now, when and where would I use this? I'm gonna show you. I will put this bad boy right here, and he would get tilted down, like so. Okay, I'm gonna probably do a little bit more. Come on. Wow. Got this thing in my way. I'm gonna put him right there. Then I'll probably have to get this guy loosened to tighten him up. But I'm gonna show you why this is a very cool. Where's my trusty pliers? Okay, over here. Why you want this light to be this way? Oops, lefty loosey, guys. Lefty loosey. All right, I'm gonna push it up. I move this guy up and down. All right, there we go. Now we go. Now I got it where I kind of want it to be. Right about there. Right about there. Too far. Too far. Too far. Too far. Right about there. Tighten them back up. Pliers, the best ones for the stands. I'm gonna tell you that. For me, I try to have this umbrella about as far as I possibly can from the light because I want as much light to hit on here as it possibly can to spread as quickly as it can on here. So that's just me, my personal preference. Now I'm going to change directions on this here. Okay, I'm gonna lift this up just a little bit, as much as I can. All right, and I'm gonna step back to here. Okay, just because where my studio is, how my studio is that's how I'm gonna have to change this up. Okay. Let's see where I'm sitting at. I may have to raise up my, oh, it was pretty cool. I'm gonna raise up just a little bit. Not much. I'm gonna take a test shot. Should be dark. Yeah. There you go. And now I'm gonna turn the light on. Now I haven't changed this light itself. The light uh, number. I haven't changed it. But this is where I know for me where this light is at. It's not gonna hit me where I want it, so I got to push it forward. Okay. So you see how that light is? It's not on me. So I'm gonna have to push this light forward a little bit more. Nope. I'm gonna come forward a little bit more. And then I'm gonna move my camera out the way. I'm gonna push this light just a little bit forward. And I'm gonna go out from my I'm at 35, so I'm gonna go out to 24. Okay. I'm gonna turn this here. There we go. Where we're sitting at. All right. So The next thing I'm gonna do, because I'm not changing any of my stops on my camera, I'm gonna go ahead and change the stops on here. So we should be on A, and it was at 1/8. I'm gonna put him at one one full crazy stop. So it's max power right now. The only other thing I can do is change my apertures after this. And it's a big old umbrella. How we looking? Umbrella's where I want it to be. So now I got to change my settings. I'm okay with that. Now I got to change my settings. But you see the umbrella lighting. I'm going to come bring this out some. You see how that bevel of light that comes across on that, and you see where how it's shining on me, because you see where that light is hitting at. Now I can change that a little bit, but I'm underexposed right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up my ISO to 400, and I'm going to take another shot. I'm looking at how my background's lit. All right. So it's kind of tilted a little bit. Maybe it's tilted a little bit too much, or maybe I need to come in just a little bit much, or maybe I need to fold it back just a little bit much. But you're gonna see that transition of light when you have this umbrella, because again, that spill, you can already see how it's deafening right here. So I know I'm gonna have a lot of great spill light on me. Okay. And this is where you need to watch out for when you're working with this light. Just a little bit. How we looking? All right. See, the background is well lit. Its foreground is up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt the light further to me, because it's just like umbrella. It's doing the umbrella effect, which is fine. Because since I cannot readily get underneath the light, so I'm just going to change it out, open it up a little bit so it can hit me more. Okay, so it should come right directly on me. Now I love using that, bringing that umbrella all the way down. I don't want to get on the ground to show you that effect, but if your subject was on the ground and that light, you see where all that beautiful light is at? That's where you want your subject, is on the ground. Okay? But I'm using you to see it. Okay? Now that's beautiful. Right? I want you guys to see something. Oh, mercy. This lighting right here should never, you gotta put position. You gotta put your people in the right position. So I'm gonna push myself all the way back to the wall. But you should never say, hey, this is right. I don't care if you crop it, because I want you to correct it. I don't care if you crop it and you say, hey, this works because I can just do this and it looks like it looks okay, but it really doesn't, because your shoulders and everything is blown out. So, but it's not bad, but it's not where it's supposed to be. So I want you guys to see where this is sitting at. Okay. So I'm going to photograph the stool on the ground, and I want you to see exactly what you're supposed to see. So you have your subject on the ground. You see that, right? See all that light? You see all that light? I ain't even come across to see it. If your subject was on the ground, that's where he's at. And look at all that light. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back to 100. I'm gonna take the shot again. The camera's already pointed on it. See that? You manage how the light is pushing out through that big old umbrella. So if you're having issues where you're having too much dark, too much light, it is only solely because where that umbrella is positioned. So if you start doing that, The umbrella needs to be either closer or further away to have impact. And I'm going to show you the closer way to have impact here real quick. But I want you guys to see this. I'm still a little bit underexposed. So I'm going to go F320. Take that shot again. Look at that beautiful chair. Okay, I can go up to 400. I want it on point. I can go up to 500. I'm gonna go 640. Nah, I went too far. They went too far. That said, I should be. I'm gonna go right here back to 400. So 400 is where the best shot is at. 400 is on point. See that? Right there. Now, if I have a subject sitting right there on the ground, that's the perfect spot for my subject to be in. I'm giving them every possibility to have the best engagement and light that I possibly can when using this umbrella. Now, I'm going to do something for you. Is I'm going to reset so you can see, and I'm going to get so you can see where the light's at. Now you see where all that beautiful light surrounding where this chair is at? See, that chair is now in the wrong spot. I'm perfectly exposed, but that chair needs to be right here. That chair would need to be right here. Okay? So I'm gonna move that chair right there. I'm not getting on the ground. I'm too old to be jumping down there. But I moved my camera. I'm in the way. I'm blocking some of the light, so I'm gonna step out the way. I'm gonna step out the way. Imagine your subject right there. That's where your subject is at. Okay? That's where your subject is at. Beautiful. Live and die by F8. I'm gonna go to F9. There you go. That's looking better. Go to F10. Now you got all this light. This light you can play with. F10 right there. Now look at my dirty floor. But what you're looking at is, see that bevel of light that's around your subject? That's what you want, man. I love shooting this, and if I have my subject shooting right there, and I'm gonna turn this into a black and white. Let me show you real quick now. Go back to styles. Well, you can't really tell the difference, but of the coloring of the, because it's a gray. It's a gray, but it is in color in black and white. Okay, so I'm looking at all this beautiful shadow that's going across all of that, because that's what I want to see. Because in the end, at the end of the day, if I see something like that, and I want to kind of exploit it, I can exploit it more by doing a radio on it, and everything's affected. And this is how you cheat. This is how you get that. You get that that little deep dark shadow fill, and your subject is well lit. This is how you do it. This is how they do it. I'm just showing you exactly what happens. Your subject is sitting right in the middle. You shooting them across. You can be on the ground with them, whatever level. But this is how you get that bevel of light, because that light right there is going to be the shadow's going to be all up and down that wall, and that's what you're going to get. Okay. I know I'm exaggerating that a little bit, but that's pretty much how it happens in that. Okay. Last one. Last one. Okay. Mm, Bring it out. Put you down right here. Bring him down. Come on. Oops. All right. So I'm gonna set the camera back up where it was. Back to 35. Spin it back around on me. Get my stool up. Now this light has to come in close to you. And it's going to be in front of you. Okay, you probably won't be able to see me too much. But you want to have this light right on the edge of where you're going to be at. This part right here is going to be right on right where my head is at. Now I may need to make some modifications to the lighting because I just changed it for the down shot. But we're going to see. Which I'm pretty sure I do. Some tingling but tingles. Gonna mess with it. Try to untangle. I'm just gonna move it out the way. All right. So I'm sitting on the edge of the light. That's in. I'm gonna take the shot. All right, man. Yeah, got me all mad at me now. I gotta change up my camera. Make sure I'm good. Make sure my focal point's where it's supposed to be. Let's see where I'm at. All right. I gotta come and see where I'm at. Let's go. Reset. Tether. Okay, so I'm underexposed. It's saying. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my ISO up 320 and go back down to f8. Take that shot again. So I'm overexposed. So I'm gonna do like this. I'm gonna take 250. 2 stops down. So I'm even more overexposed. I'm sorry, not 320. That's supposed to be an ISO. My apologies. All right, we're getting there. I'm right there. All right. So capture one, man, saves your time and a dime. Got a little crowding, but I'm okay right now. All right, here we go. Lighting coming across. I want to see what it's looking like. Shop, okay. So it's turned a little bit this way. So I'm gonna straighten it out so it can be straight. It's a little bit turned out that way. There we go. That should be it right there. And this light is bright on me. I'm telling you. You can't even dirty. Now what have I shown on most of all of these lights? You can still do similar to the same thing. If I turn this light right across, just like I did the big umbrella, it's gonna be more light. So I'm just gonna turn it. I'm just gonna turn it a little bit. It's gonna be more light getting on me, more light getting on the background. All right, you can see it right there. I don't even gotta look at the picture. It's more light on me, more light on the background. All right, does it make sense? Okay, this light is meant to spread. It's meant to spread out. It's meant to gift you with more evolution of light that you're supposed to have. They're great to be used, but you got to know what you're doing and why you're doing what you're doing. I like this. It looks, it's okay. Nothing, my whites are just a little bit bleached out here, but I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. Okay. I'm not mad at that at all. So this is before, and when it's perfectly exposed, my white's looking good, crisp and clean on the edges. And look at that background. You say, man, how you got that big old light right there, and it ain't even touching the background? It's not even touching it, feels like, right? Because you got that beautiful separation on there. That's why I've been trying to tell you guys to listen to me when I'm sharing about how you can use these modifiers to work for you. Now we've been on. This is a master class right here that I just gave you I gave you some good information. I appreciate you guys supporting me. I appreciate you guys utilizing the opportunity to subscribe, because this is stuff that I do so I can make sure people are getting what they need to get. Now, mind you, you see this one right here? I was doing that edge lighting, and then I kind of straightened up the light. As soon as I straightened up the light came across me like it's supposed to. Came across me like it's supposed to. Then I sit up here and change the light, moved it, so it gave me more light on me. So this works. This works. You got to know, you got to pay attention to those small things. You paying attention to those small things, you're going to be able to kind of serve your clients better. You're going to serve yourself better. And this is one light. One light. I told you, a one light series works. You don't need a lot. But just imagine if I had my top light coming down with this light, it can help out with the background. It can give me all the little bells and whistles that I would want. It can add some dimension to it. So it's up to you. But this is one light. Look underneath my chin. One light. Okay? One light. But if you position it right, expose it right, you'll get better results that you're looking for. So don't give up. Don't give in. If you buy these type of modifiers, I'm in a small space. I'm in my 2-car garage, which is now my studio. And I just showed you how to use large pieces of equipment, small pieces of equipment to have your photography journey go the way it's supposed to go. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And I hate to say I gotta go, but I gotta go. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go. It's time. I gotta go. Your boy, it's time. All right. So you got some good information. I gave you everything that I think you need to work with umbrellas, learning how to use umbrellas, positioning your umbrellas, developing a look with your umbrellas, knowing to troubleshoot your umbrellas. I gave you guys a whole lot of information. So with that, I thank you. Keep shining, keep grinding. I'm Antwyone. Until next time, I'm out, baby. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. I'm getting out of here. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. See you later, baby. Hello.